Build just did 42,000 damage, soaked 60,000 damage, mitigated another 70,000 from awakened W's, and here are the runes at the end of the game. Grasp did almost 2,000 damage, 1,930. Healed me for 1,200, which is comparable to Conqueror.
Dang! Call me so I can make it juicy for you.
Good morning, everybody. This is Willie. Hope everybody's doing very, very well. Welcome to today's video. I'm actually going to do a live commentary. I figured we'd keep mixing up the YouTube comment here. This is on a formerly Diamond 1 account before the reset. I don't know what MMR we have now, but before the reset, this is essentially a Diamond 1 account. And my job today is I'm hopefully going to walk you guys through some Tiger Udyr. Now, one thing that I've been experimenting with, and I encourage all you guys, I am just one Udyr player, okay? We are in a very fun time to be playing League of Legends. Ranks just got reset. A lot of items just got changed. I encourage you guys to experiment. Just because I think something's good doesn't mean it is actually good, right? So in this case, you know, I've been trying Grasp of the Undying Udyr. I think it actually works really, really well. I am a big fan of it. I think that it complements super well. And in addition, a lot of people have been talking about how they've been struggling on this build to find, you know, something that helps them get actual survivability. By the way, I think I'm going to path towards, top because Cyan's super easy to kill this game. In addition, I don't really want to path into a Draven until I get level 4 and an item component. Draven's pretty scary right now in this meta. So we're just going to take it pretty easily. But I've had a lot of people complaining that the experimental X-Plate Sphere of Shojin build that I've been recommending to you guys has essentially been not performing as well as you would like. It's not got enough survivability on it. So one thing you can do is you can actually put Sundered Sky in between peanut butter and jelly that sandwich. So you get a peanut butter and a peanut butter and Sundered Sky sandwich essentially. And it allows you to get a bunch of survivability. You'll see this game, second item, if you put in a Sundered Sky, you'll have a ton of survivability for that 20-minute Baron fight. And then, of course, you know, should you decide to, you know, flex into Shojin third item, you're also going to get another 450 health item, which is just really, really good. Bear with me, by the way, guys. If this clear looks weird, this is my first clear of the day or first game of the day. Also, I'm taking different runes. I've got scaling runes and not double attack damage runes. So this clear will be slower because, once again, I don't really have my normal rune setup, and this is my first game of the day. Don't judge me, YouTube, please. I promise. If you do this correctly, by the way, if you take normal runes on a blue start, you should aim to finish right around 305 every single game if you do red before your Krugs. Since I'm actually behind, I will do my red before my Krugs. Normally, you do Krugs before your red. It extends the duration of your red buff, and it overall sets up your second clear better. That being said, I'm just going to opt to play it safe here and go for my red buff. Plus, if I take away the red buff, Nidalee could hit level 4 and invade me, which I don't want to see. Nidalee is really good against Udyr in the early stages of the game. It kind of depends on who messes up first in terms of who gets the kill. Sucks seeing Renekton die so early, especially with us pathing top to try and help him out. Renekton must have been just looking for a wave crash and couldn't get it there. We're going to go ahead and check on mid lane here. I don't see much kill pressure on a Vex mid at this point in the game. Nidalee could be bot lane, so we're going to go ahead and ping that for our team. If she ain't here, she's there. Rule of thumb with jungling. We're also going to ping that. At this point, we're just going to reset. One of the best power plays you can make is you can actually do this. You can go back to base, get a boost plus longsword, and then walk here. See how we're pinging the Nidalee? This is letting our team to back the heck off because I am sprinting down bot lane as fast as I can. Once we get here, though, Nidalee has not spent gold, and I am a gold spend ahead of her, so I will technically beat her in the jungle here if we can find her. Nidalee just went back to base. This is a green light to engage. With a Braum, you really want to flash on the Draven with the Braum passive if you can. Really good that the what's-his-face dies there. We're going to go ahead and move up here. Since Nidalee did a full clear down, we're going to ping that and that just to let our team know that we know where she is. We're going to go full clear up to Sion. Once again, I really want to get ganks off on Sion. I'm not trying to play bot lane, but that kind of just lined up there. We didn't even get to proc Demolish or Grasp of the Undying, which is kind of funny. So that is fine by me. We just continue to keep scaling here. Nice thing about Udyr, once again, I always tell people this, keep this in mind. All of your abilities, all of your awakenings, specifically your big abilities, scale off XP. So literally just by getting a level ahead, you will do more damage. So XP and power farming is absolutely a viable option on Udyr. What we could do here is we could go top. I think I'm going to opt for the XP. Here's why. Renekton's already losing lane. Killing a Scion doesn't really do a whole lot, and it's also not guaranteed that we kill Scion. He could ult away. In addition, Renekton might take too much damage and die to the Scion passive afterwards. I think my best bet here is let's just go ahead and do the full clear, set myself up for success. We could go mid now that Vex is level 6, but if you look at her mana bar underneath her portrait, I don't see kill pressure, so we're just ignoring her as well. I think farm is literally just the best choice out of gank mid, gank top, or farm. Now, we know this is warded, is the bad news. See how he backs off immediately. We know that Nidalee should be here. Let's go ahead and try this here. We'll go ahead and take the W there. That's fine. I went back. That was a mistake to go back there. What this allows us to do, though, is Vex should hopefully get a nice reset. We know that Nidalee's going to be here. There's no way she can be anywhere. So we're just letting our team know where the Nidalee is. We're just taking it very easy. Scion players love grubs. I would not be surprised to see this guy int for the grubs. At this point, we pop potion. We kite into the back of the pit. We're going to go ahead and pop the Oracle Lens. Don't worry about hitting this, by the way. My job is just to block the vision and then burst it down as fast as possible. See how it's dead by the time they get their vision back. My bot lane's protecting my blue buff here, so we're just going to go ahead and sprint across. Really want to help my team out here if we can get her. Nidalee is a very easy matchup for Udyr once you get rolling here. We're going to wait to throw the CC so that way it staggers with the Braum nicely. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my camps here so that way we can just do a nice full clear. We're right on tempo here. It's working really well. Still no grass procs, which is kind of funny. But frankly, hey, we haven't needed to use it, which is a better thing than not. So if you're wondering why Grasp of the Undying, so let's talk about why I'm taking this rune page. Grasp of the Undying actually scales off of your max HP, and all of the items I'm building right now have 400 plus HP on it. Udyr just naturally loves high health items. It allows you to duel, it allows you to split push, it allows you to run away, it allows you to survive burst. If you survive burst, oftentimes you win with Udyr because you get to cycle out 2 awakenings and then you're good to go, especially if you have 200, 300 attack damage or whatever you get to late game. That being said, Grasp of the Undying is not an early game room. I look at it like Dark Harvest for health. And in addition, keep in mind we're playing with conditioning. So up until 12 minutes in the game, I've got a dead rune. It does nothing, brings me nothing, gives me no gold value, no stats, and no otherwise benefits. So essentially, this is a scaling build, people. It's not like Dark Harvest, right? So you don't just start doing a bunch of damage, but what you do get, unlike Dark Harvest, is a lot of sustained damage, which is really, really good on a champion like Udyr. In addition, Grasp is now outperforming Conqueror in terms of healing for me. Most games, like not even close. I'm usually healing 3 times as much with Grasp as I am, Conqueror. And then, of course, you've got the amazing fact that Grasp also gives you max HP and is cycled every 4 seconds on auto attacks. Guess who's an auto attack based champion? Udyr, right? So a lot of reasons why we really, really like it. First item, we are still going Experimental Hexblade. I'm a big, big fan of this item. I've talked about it a lot, but essentially it's just a tempo item. Sooner you get it, the faster you move around the map, the faster you farm, the earlier you can get it in the game, the better. Sometimes I've even considered taking Treasure Hunter instead of Ultimate Hunter, but ultimately, Ultimate Hunter is better just because it gives you more overall fluidity in your gameplay and helps you scale better with the item. This point, Nidalee is top, so her bot side camps are still most likely up. If I was Nidalee, I would go to my Raptor pit, and then I would most likely go to, where did the Syndra go? Looks like Syndra warded top or something. I would go to Raptor Pit, and then I would go to my Krug Pit. So I'm going to beat her to her Krug Pit here. We're going to go straight to her Krug Pit and just take this. She's probably farming Raptors right now. We know these are up once again because Nidalee showed topside, and she doesn't have much farm. So that was kind of the giveaway there. This point, we're just going to go back into a full clear unless we see Nidalee walk through here. Keep an eye on Tahm Kench on the minimap. If Tahm Kench engages, like if he blinks with his dash or whatever, we're going to have to U-turn and go bot lane. We are setting up for a dive with the Vex. I'm going to go ahead and break off the full clear and join this, just because I think I need to be here for this. Now we get the Braum stagger. Perfect. Looking for a stun. Awaken W the shield, and we get to live there. Big, 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 big. Finally got some grasp of the Undying Brox. Nobody is alive. Syndra is here. She can't catch me. Scion's top. Draven and Tom are dead. What we're going to do here is actually, we could go to mid, but I think what I'll do here is actually just path straight up from Wolves. You could go back to base and spend gold. I'm actually going to opt for the full clear for a very strategic reason, in that I want boots, specifically Merc Treads against this team comp. They've got a lot of magic burst, and they also have a lot of crowd control effects. So until I've got, what is it, 1,000 plus 500 is 1,500 gold, I don't want to go to back to base. Conveniently, that is what a full clear is worth. With Braum being here, I think we'll go for the grubs first. I don't really want to fight for this with this much gold in my pocket, frankly, and I also want to go over to Krugs. Once again, with Braum here, I want to take advantage of the fact that I've got my support here to help me, you know what I mean? Wait, what was that? We got the stun, which is the big news. Now, Scion may just turn that from that ult alone. Keep in mind, we've got Grasp of the Undying, so as far as I'm concerned, I'm just stacking Conquer and Grasp, and that's fine by me. So that's part of the benefit of Grasp, is you see how much sustain we had there? Like, I'm not afraid to, every 4 seconds, I'm healing for however much I'm healing, right? Which is really, really good for us. It's a good, pretty good move from Nidalee there to steal a grub and live. I thought we were going to be able to kill her. I probably should have smited it, but whatever. But the good news is that is now a Rift Grub. I do see the Syndra on the Braum here. I'm not going to worry about Crab, just because, once again, there's no reason to die for it. I've got a pretty big bounty on my head. I see the Nidalee bot side. What I'm going to do, my camps are all really staggered, so I've done not a good job from a farming standpoint, but I've been hitting my tempo spikes. At this point, we just hit our Krugs, and we're going to go back to base. Nidalee is determined to take my blue buff this game. It's fine by me. We're still ahead of her. And, frankly, I've still got more tempo than her. Even if I lose that buff there, it's not a net loss in my eyes. Let's go ahead and move down to bot side now. Now we've got gold spent, item spike. We can look to Dragon. Hopefully she'll start Dragon, and we'll be able to kill her on Dragon. That would be the dream. I don't know if she's on it or not. Looks like she went for potentially my Gromp before the Dragon. Nope, she went back into her own jungle. Let's go bot here and also look for the Dragon at the same time. If I'm going to do my Gromp, though, I might as well do my Wolves. I don't want to stagger my camps again. Unless there's a very specific reason, you should not do one camp and then ignore the other camp. You want to clear the full quadrant and then move on to the other side of the map. Right here, though, what I'm going to do is we are just going to clear up to our red. I'm not going to actually do my Raptors because it's so freaking staggered with my Krugs. See how my Krugs are spawning a minute later? This is really inefficient from a jungle standpoint. So I'm going to take the red, get that on timer. Then we're going to move to top, look to do Crab, or potentially Rift Herald. I think are my best options here. I'm going to use Awaken E just because I don't need to use an Awakening to kill him here. That was such a good stagger on the Scion passive there. We're just going to use Awaken W because, once again, I'm between a Syndra ult here. She wants to press R on me, and I'm not going to let that happen. Grasp of the Undying, as we can see, is highly effective. 300 total damage, and 100 and something healing. In addition, I've also gained bonus health. Keep in mind, Grasp also increases your bonus health. I've gained 50 bonus health from, that's, you know, if a Ruby Crystal is worth 150 health, 400 gold, that's 133 gold worth of health I've gained. I've also got Overgrowth and Conditioning, and my first 2 items are going to have a lot of max health on them. Really, really good, right? A lot of synergy, a lot of reason why you could build Grasp. I'm not saying Grasp is the best rune on Tiger Udyr. That is not what I'm saying. What I am saying, though, is that it is an option you have. And I think specifically against Bruiser melee team comps, you know, it's a very strong option at that. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I actually started this journey. I played in a Grandmaster's lobby on my Ghostbusters account. And it essentially performed extremely well. And I was like, wait a second. Have I been sleeping on this item? I do need to go down at this point to get Dragon. Looks like the Nidalee is going for the Dragon, though. Since she is going for the Dragon, we're going to go ahead and just look for this Scion again. I don't know the timer on his ult, so we're just going to play Q max awakening there. We lost a dragon for that, but frankly, I'm okay with it just because I've got a lot of gold. Let's move straight mid. I don't have the gold for what I want, so I'm still confident we can kill Draven here. And then there's that beautiful, beautiful Hexplate Tiger Q damage. I wish we could have found the bear stun on him there, but sadly, no. This thing does not have flash, which is what I'm concerned about. Once again, just using my my Awaken W. I've got Hexplate, so I am not afraid to use Awaken W because my Awakenings come up all the dang time. I got Grasp of the Undying, and I know just as a fact my health pool is really high compared to other champions because I'm building health items, and I've also got double scaling health. That's another thing I've done here is I've taken double scaling health. So there's a lot of really big reasons why we can kind of play this way, kind of this frontline Awaken W Tiger Udyr. Tiger Udyr still loves Awaken W. You can max it second if you want. I prefer the E-max second just for the movement speed, though. I'm closer to this fight. I should join this fight if there is a fight to join. That being said, it looks like the fight is already over. So we're just going to take the crab, reset, cash in. Sundered Sky, I believe, is 3,100 gold, so I'm getting close to it, just not quite there. We can look at a Draven angle here. If she had landed that, that would have been huge. And Draven just gives us kills. Love that. We'll cycle straight into our top side, which is respawning, and then we're going to go back to base, spend gold, get a fresh red buff. Once again, this is like a Diamond 2 account, Diamond 1 account. I don't know what MMR this game is. Diamond 4, Diamond 4, Diamond 4, Emerald 3. So it looks like Diamond 4 fresh season. So we'll say Diamond 4 account, I think is the fair way to put it. So this isn't low elo, but keep in mind, I'm just trying to point out to you guys that, like, just because I haven't pushed into Grandmaster's Challenger yet, I haven't really had much time to play on those accounts. Doesn't mean that this isn't an incredible build. So once again, your second item on this build, with Grasp of the Undying specifically, is you're going to go Sundered Sky. The reason is, this means you're healing a ton of health over the course of the fight. Then you put a Spear of Shojin on the back end, right? And all of a sudden, you've got an incredible dueling champion. And frankly, I think it works better than Conqueror with these high health items. You can see we've got tons of damage with that Sundered Sky spike. And we're good to go. Got a lot of dead time as well. Headhunting this Syndra. You can Awaken E a Syndra knockback. Unfortunately, my Awakening was 1 second off of coming off cooldown there. We're going to go ahead and use the Awaken E just to catch up to her. And I like that we were able to pick that up there. The Storm Surge proc ends up finishing off my mid laner. That's no bueno. We're going to look for bot lane here. So here's a fun fact about Rift Herald. If you can manage to kill the tower in time, you can actually get out of there. But with their bot lane coming down, this is really good even if I just drag 2 people here, which we did. We got Scion and Tom Kinch to come hold the tower. I wanted to go for this, but I was going to say one thing you can do. If you kill the tower, you can actually ride the Rift Herald away as an escape tool. Unfortunately, I don't have enough tower damage. If you want Hull Breaker, that's what Hull Breaker does better than anything, is it'll allow you to take the tower in that scenario. I ended up going for Sundered Sky. You can go Hull Breaker second if you want. It's not a bad option. You can also go Demolish. Demolish is also a great, great option in the green rune page. I'm actually just picking Shield Bash for the nice damage spike you get. So we've got Grasp of the Undying. Keep that in mind. All I got to do is just get to Syndra, and I will heal a ton. We're just going to go ahead and get out of here. There's a lot of bullshit happening. Do you notice, by the way, that I don't die to a Magic Pin Syndra there with only Merc Treads? You want to know how that's possible? I have a gazillion frickin' health, right? I need vision here. The knockback will hit me for sure. Little ambitious. I thought I was going to heal more, but unfortunately, I'm a dum-dum. All right, next item, we've got armor. It looks like this thing's going to get armor boots. I think Black Cleaver instead of Spear of Shojin. Spear of Shojin is still core on this build. However, if they're going to start building armor, I can feel my damage falling off. We need to pick up some more damage in our build here. So we're going to get Black Cleaver. Black Cleaver works extremely well. I know Renekton already has it. It needs to be built on me as well. I can't 1v1 the Scion or the Tahm Kench if I don't have Armor Pin, especially since I didn't go PTA Conqueror or a damage rune, right? We're sprinting straight back. Really bad death there. We'll call that Scion death a limit test. This is a third dragon. This is an important one. We do want to stop this if at all possible. Everybody is chunked, though. I really do think we should fight this. I can't even move. Kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. We're going to type to the teammates for a second, not for the sake of flaming them, but I just need them to know something, please. Renekton, stack on top of me and Aphelios with BC and Braum Udyr stuns. We front to back, not split. Very easy fights. And then we just turn the chat back off. Unfortunately, I do not care what my teammates have to say in solo queue. If you're a jungler, you shouldn't either. Usually they don't know what they're talking about. We literally just play front to back this game with a Black Cleaver and a Braum and an Udyr. Great, good job. Good news is Renekton can't really carry against this, or Draven can't really carry against this team comp, so Draven will always be useless. Looking at the enemy team, Syndra is actually the carry, so I think we pick up a magic resist component after we get Spear of Shojin. So I'm thinking Maw 5th item this game, maybe. Probably. Great. This is insanely easy to win this game with Udyr and Scion passive. I can heal super easily. I heal super easily once again. Somebody else should take that plant, not Udyr. All I'm doing here is just using Awaken W in the off chance I get engaged on because I am the jungler. On the bright side, that is Syndra's ult. Great. We're just going to kite back here. We're going to take it very, very easy with this Syndra. Syndra is kind of the thorn in my side this game with all the magic pins she's got. So we need to finish out Black Cleaver, and I also need to upgrade into, like, I'm trying to think what's my best bet in terms of magic resist this game. Honestly, Force of Nature wouldn't be bad. Spirit Visage would be really good with all the healing I've got. I'm thinking about that angle. How about a Force of Nature or a Spirit Visage angle, actually? Jack Show wouldn't be bad either. I could see that working. No idea where that Scion ult is going. It looks like it's going on my A-Fill. Leos mid. Draven can't get through my health pool, I don't think. Yep. Very, very nice. I wonder on this build if you actually max W second. That's an interesting thought that I haven't thought about before. We were going to go ahead and just keep soaking all of these camps. Level 16 Udyr gets a huge spike because your awakening cooldowns get lower, which is obviously incredible on a champion that loves awakenings. We're looking at this point just to play for frontline, backline. I think I will get a magic resist component like Hex Drinker or something. It's getting kind of ridiculous here. Where is the Syndra? Dang, I thought that was going to be it. Okay, that's the flash. That's the jungle. That's really, really big. At this point, I think we just start to outscale. But you guys kind of see how this build works. Grasp has done 1,300 damage. I don't know how much damage Conqueror does, but I don't think it does that much. It's healed me 700, which is comparable to Conqueror. It's also given me a Ruby Crystal worth of bonus health. Right? Like, that is insane value. Of course, we've got Overgrowth as well, which is incredible value as well. This thing has also given me 200-something health. We're also going to go... Overlord's Bloodmail might actually just be the best option here with all this health. We're going to do Overlord's Bloodmail Spirit Visage, I think. Right now, I don't think Syndra can actually kill me with all my high health. But, as you can see, we are 4.2k health, Tiger Udyr, and I have no means of stopping. Spear of Shojin, unfortunately, just didn't make it into the build this game. We fell behind too much, and not really anybody's fault. We just wait for the Udyr. We just got to make sure he dies here. Bye, buddy. Goodbye. This Draven is literally just throwing the game for his team for no reason. That was Dragon Soul fight. Great. We can just burst it down like that. Looks like Scion is going for a mid-shove, which is really interesting. Their team seems to have mentally clocked out of this game. Scion and Draven both said, I've had enough of the team fighting. We're now just split push Andes. Which is really good for us because we've got a great team fight comp. One thing we can rely on is this Udyr Braum frontline is so good. So at this point, farming is fine, but I really just want to kind of close the game out as fast as possible. How big? I think the Overlord's upgrade is quite expensive. It's still 1,000 gold. So we'll go back and get the other component here, which is really, really good. We are now 4.6k bonus health Udyr with double scaling runes. My lightning Q's up off cooldown with 60 ultimate haste and a ton of survivability as well. Shield Bash is also done. Close to 500 damage, which is not bad. That's like cheap shot, you know? See how much damage those lightning Qs do, even with low base AD or whatever? It's kind of fun, right? Just keep cycling these grass procs, these Q procs. It's a fun way to play Tiger Udyr, isn't it? I couldn't get the heal off. I was trying to auto-attack the Tom Kinch to get the heal. For a 4v5, not awful. For a 4v5, not awful at all there. If I was him, I would have kept going. All right. Very, very good. So this is a really fun build. Once again, a lot of reasons why it works, but essentially the crux of the build is still Experimental Hexblade and Ultimate Haste. You're trying to get lightning Qs up as fast as possible. You're using your base kit as best you can to get all this percent HP. Once again, let me read you what Awaken Q does. Gain 147% attack speed, do 24% max health damage on your next 2 auto attacks, and you do 17% max health magic damage in lightning bolts. Like, if you have this thing off, if you do get 2 lightning Qs off on any melee in the game late game, you kill them, right? That's what the item does. So this is still the backbone of your build. This is kind of your survivability item. Usually I build Spear of Shojin third, but since they're pretty tanky, armor, like they've just got a lot of armor on their team, I ended up going Black Cleaver third. I decided 4th item since I've got so much health. Let's just go ahead and put in on Overlord's Bloodmail at this point. I'm already level 17 Udyr. I'm kind of a beast. It's going to be very hard for them to deal with me. Let's just get a big damage amp. And their team comp in particular doesn't scale well into Udyr. And then, you know, final item. I'll probably either get Magic Resist or Spear of Shojin, depending on what I'm feeling. Right now, I'm leaning towards Magic Resist just because Syndra's a bigger threat than my internal cooldowns, in other words. Plus, I've got a really good healing build. So, there's a lot of reasons why I want to consider Spear of Shojin last. Or Spirit Massage last. If Spear of Shojin is purchasable next back, I might get it, though. We'll just see how it feels. But I don't really feel the lack of cooldown right now. Not yet. Not yet. Now, Conqueror's a little different. On Conqueror, you need as much cooldown as possible. On Tiger Udyr, it is not. Or on Grasp Udyr, it's not necessarily like that. I think I need to shadow this thing. Close. Got the flash. Close, close, close. And now we're full health. Flash for literally nothing. Awesome. Next dragon is an important one. We need to keep the pressure up bot side, so I'm just going to keep going here. Keep sweeping out vision. Keep moving pink wards up. With the enemy, I see 2 mid, 3 bot, or 3 top, rather. We're going to go ahead and go for this. They're going to press back. I'm optimistic that I've got enough attack damage with Overlord's Bloodmail. How much does this give? 50 attack damage? Holy cow. And even more when I'm low on health. Who came back? Nobody came back, it doesn't look like.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
No way, dude. Alright, well, there goes my flash. We'll just run through turret. I've got enough health pool to get away with this.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Do we lose the game with a Draven teleport? That's pretty incredible. How do I get back to base is my question. I think we do lose the game. Genuinely. Alright, we're going to go for some 1v2s. Why not? Good time to test it. Good time to do it, because if they manage to keep the fight alive there, that's going to be huge. We just killed Tom Kench. We're going to go ahead and heal off of this. No Syndra flash. She has to go back into the team. That might have been game. I think we just get this, yeah? If it was LCS, I would tell my team to go down mid. But it's not LCS, so here we are. I'm trying my best to carry this game, but it is very, very difficult. But the nice thing is we've got enough healing between all of our items, and we've got enough damage between all of our items to now kind of turn this game around, which is really fun. At this point, I want to peel the Aphelios more than anything. He's starting to get a lot of items on his bar. He's 3.5, which means he can start one-shotting people, which is great. Now that we finally have a power play, which is this Baron play, we can start to look just taking the enemy base here. Just hit the Nexus and get out is all I want to do. Slows are pretty potent to me because I don't have much tenacity yet. You could go Sterak's last item. We're going to drop the Awaken R just to kite them out. This is why having 2 Black Cleavers is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm going to Awaken W here. Once again, my Awakenings are up so dang fast that I am not afraid to get my use my Awakenings like that. If Syndra stays, she will die. She can't stay and ult me like that. That's just a noob mistake. We win the game. Wow, what a fun game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is more of a live game commentary. You know, I've been doing hindsight commentary. Hopefully you found this type of video useful. If you found you want to see more games like this, make sure to head over to my Twitch where I play live. I don't usually do commentary games, but you'll see me have a little bit more fun, interact with the Twitch chat. But live commentary games have always been a fan favorite of the YouTube. So thank you guys all. I'll see you in the next one, and appreciate each and every one of you. Bye. Oh, hey, guys, one more thing I want to show you. This build just did 42,000 damage, so if you're like, Willie, Grasp of the Undying seems super troll. It did 42,000 damage, soaked 60,000 damage, mitigated another 70,000 from Awaken Ws, and here are the runes at the end of the game. Grasp did almost 2,000 damage, 1,930. Healed me for 1,200, which is comparable to Conqueror. Shield Bash did over 1,100 damage. Conditioning gave me 11 armor and magic resist, which was really useful in my high health pool. Overgrowth gave me close to 300 bonus health, which is about 800 gold worth of value. Ultimate Hunter gave me 5 stacks. Eyeball Collection was 18 attack damage in a 35-minute game. High value rune set.
Dang! Call me so I can make it juicy for ya.